In this lesson, let's talk about how our site flows, that is, how our user will actually read the content, how their eye will flow across it, something that I call a user flow. We want this to be as user-friendly as possible. So here I have a screenshot of my website, creatable.com, and I just wanted to review how the user actually typically reads this content. So I've added these little arrows to show you where the content is being read. Typically people start from the top left in most cases, and then they might come to, they start at the header, and then they might view this graphic, and then they just start going across the page and down. That's typically the flow that people use. So you want to keep that in mind when you're laying out your pages. It's also a good idea to not have very large or bright graphics that might actually draw their attention away from the important content you want them to read, and to use the hierarchy as well as you can as far as headlines being bigger than body text and so forth. Again, we want to make this as user-friendly as we can. So it's important to remember that size matters. So if your headlines are larger than your body copy, that's normal. That helps people to be able to grab the headline first and then move on to your body copy. You don't want to have it the other way around. If you have a very large graphic in the lower right corner of the page that's very bright and eye-catching, it's typically going to draw someone's eye away from the copy they should be reading first at the top of the page. So keep that in mind. Color also matters, and so by using brighter and typically lighter colors, you draw people's attention more. So again, you want to keep that in mind. And also, placement is important. So where things are placed on the page, again, I mentioned that big graphic in the bottom right-hand corner, that can draw people's eye away from the content they should be reading first. So keep all of that in mind, size, color, and placement, when you're laying out your pages and preparing your blog.